Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida, and welcome to another Chancellor's Prayer Shrine. And I want to thank you for joining us for the Prayer Shrine, and I want to ask you to please join the prayer, add your energy to the prayer, and keep it going forward. And if you'd like to have your name added to the prayer, you can send it to me, Reverend Don Lewis, at donlewishp@aol.com, or to Lady Anna at anna@thehealingtemple.org. And if you'd like to join the weekly online chat room-based healing rituals of the Correllian Healing Temple, you can do that through thehealingtemple.org. Now let us have our prayer. Let us begin by clearing and releasing all excess energy, letting it run out of us like water, running down through our arms and our legs, out through our hands and our feet, returning to the universe to be reused in other and different ways. And we shall take 3 deep breaths, and as we breathe in, we shall breathe in the love of Goddess, and as we breathe out, we shall breathe out all that limits us. Breathe in the love of Goddess, breathe out all that limits us. Breathe in the love of Goddess, breathe out all that limits us. Breathe in the love of Goddess, breathe out all that limits us, and behold, we center ourselves in the here and now, ready for our prayer. Divine Mother Goddess, Divine Father God, beloved ancestors, we come to you this day as every day with thanks and love for all that you do for us in our lives. Beloved ones, we ask you to lend your strength to ours now as we do healing for these people who have requested it. And today we do healing for these people. For Olga K. and family, for Ayala, for Ake, for Alexander, for Alicia, for Amethyst, for Andy, for Andre, for Anita, for Anna, for Benji, for Bethany, for Bev, for Bill, for Brandy, for Bjorn, for Kathy, for Charma, for Cherry, for Chrissy, for Christina, for Clarence, for Clarice, for Chris, for Daniel, for Danielle, for Donna, for Danuta, for Dave, for David, for Denise, for Dennis, for Diana, for Dee Dee, for Donald, for Draconis, for Dragonheart and his ex, for Ablis, for Edna, for Ellen, for Ellie, for Emma, for Aaron, for Ava B, for Everfin, for Azo, for Ferraro, for Gaia, for George, for Jerry, for Geetus, for Gizmo, for Greta, for Hampus, for Heidi, for Ian, for Ingrid, for Isak, for Isale, for Jakob, for James W., for Yannick, for Janet, for Yane, for Jennifer, for Joaquim, for Jody, for Joel, for Johanna, for John, for Jonathan, for Jolene, for Jonathan, for Joyce, for Karen, for Karine, for Kai, for Kari, for Cass, for Kathy, for Katie, for Keith, for Nuba, for Christina, for Kyle, for Laura, for Leo, for Liam, for Lilith, for Linda, for Linnea, for Louise, for Madeline, for Magog, for Magnus, for Malin, for Marilyn, for Melissa, for Mary, for Michael, for Mickey, for Mike, for Monica, for Moon Muse, for Nandi, for Natalie, for Neva, for Nube, for Neela, for Persephone, for Pia, for Robbie, for Robert, for Roma, for Ryan, for Sage, for Sandra, for Sonia, for Sarah, for Shadowblade, for Shira, for Shirin, for Simon, for Sonia, for Stephanie, for Steve, for the Dragon Queen, for Thomas, for Titi, for Toby, for Tolik, for Tom, for Tuli, for Ufa, for Whispering Amethyst, for White Eagle and family, for Willow Rain, for Winter Ghost, for Wolf Ciara, for Xerox, for Xing Mao, for Yvonne, for Zach, for Zion, for Ron, for Adam, for Alan, for Alicia, for Anna D, for Angie, for Anthony and Teresa, for Arlene, for Ashley and Mike, for Brian, for Bridget and Baby, for Beulah and Woodchuck, for Caitlin, for Camille, for Christina, for Chrissy, for Christy, for Citrine, for Connie H, for Cupid, for Dana, for Dave, for Tori, for London, for Budward, for Dawn, for Denise, for Doug, for Dusk Rose, for Dorothy and Mick, for Edwin, for Elfie, for Glow, for Gypsy Rose, for Ishmael, for Ivy, for Jade Rising, for James and Jeff, for Jerry, for Jesse, for Jimmy C, for Jonathan, for Joyce, for Judith, for Juliet, for Kent, for Kells and Rocky, for Lauren, for Linda, for Lindsay, for Lilybug, for Maha, for Melissa, for Millie, for Michelle, for Margaret Roseanne, for Rolando, for Nancy, for Nubia, for Orville, for Papa Mike, for Pepper and family, for Selena, for Scott, for Sean, for Silverthorn, for Sue, for Suzanne, for Talvir, For Thomas, for Thomas, for Tom, for Tim, for Tika, for Tony, for Wayne, for Will, for Wild Silver Wolf, for Vivian, for Zoe, and for others whose names are written on the paper but do not wish to be read, for all these people, behold, let us do healing, and let us open our heart chakra, and from our heart chakra let us send forth beautiful, clear, healing light into the paper, and through the names on the paper to those who have requested healing. And behold, even as this paper burns, so too may the needed healing go forth to all those who have requested it. And let us see the healing going forth through the flames, out to all those people who have requested healing. Behold, let us see their higher selves as clearly as we can, and to the higher selves we say, beloved ones, we ask you to accept this healing energy which we send you. And see that healing energy go out to the higher selves, and to the higher selves we say, beloved ones, we ask you to use this healing energy which we send you in accordance with your own free will and highest good. And behold, let us see that healing energy coming down upon them and filling them. And by our will, we will that those who have requested healing shall receive the healing they desire, that they may use it in accordance with their own free will and their highest good. By our will we will it, we draw it into being, we see the pattern and we align it, we manifest. We accept it, we receive it, and we give thanks for it. Divine Mother Goddess, Divine Father God, beloved ancestors, with great love we thank you for your help this day and all days in our lives. Beloved ones, we know you are always with us, yet from respect we bid you hail and farewell. And I thank you too for joining us for this week's Chancellor's Prayer Shrine. I hope you'll join us again next week, and until next time, may you blessed be.